I can see that my mirror is hanging just at the edge. The gray car is going a little faster than my comfort level. And even though the light turned yellow, I could tell they were not planning to stop. So I just held my position until they cleared, and then I made my left turn. Hey, it's Jacqueline. And for the next few minutes, we're going to work on making difficult left turns from side streets where we have really poor visibility. When we're making a left turn from a side street where cross traffic doesn't stop, we have to look right and left and make sure it's clear from both directions before we can go. Because I'm on a busy street, I also have to be on the lookout for pedestrians crossing. And in this case, I had to be prepared because there was a car reversing and that slowed down traffic. I'm going to turn here so I can set myself up for another difficult left turn. And for me, a difficult left turn is a left turn that I'm making from a side street where I have really poor visibility. And now I'm going to practice another left turn from an awkward spot. I'm on this side street. My first priority is, of course, to yield the space to pedestrians. Once the pedestrian is safely across, and I can be sure that they're not going to turn around in front of me, I position myself at my limit line. And it's from this space that I wait to make my left turn. I'm looking right and left, tracking cars coming down the hill and up the hill. And when it's clear on both sides, I get to pop out. So making a left from a side street is really challenging because you have to make sure it's safe before you pop out into the road. And sometimes it's really hard to see. There can be bushes or parked cars blocking your view. So what you're experiencing is I always stop first at the limit line for the pedestrians, and then I creep out, or one of my students called it a slow roll forward to the visibility spot so I can be sure that it's safe for me to go. I'm going to do that again here. From way back here, I make sure there's no pedestrians crossing, and then I creep forward for visibility. I want to be able to see up and around the corner to the left and down and around the corner to the right. Of course, I'm staying aware of the yellow car. I could see they were making a left turn, so I let them go first because they were at their stop sign first, and then I get to go. I know a lot of this is probably becoming really second nature for you, especially if you've been practicing a lot. And I really appreciate that you keep coming back and trying to learn more with each video. If you like our videos, you can push like and subscribe. And also, please leave a comment. We would love to know the challenge that you're still working out so we can support you. On this unprotected left, I creep out, and when it's safe, I get to make my turn. And now we'll make a left turn at this intersection. We've got great visibility. We'll be able to see any oncoming traffic. We know that it's an unprotected light because we only see 3 circles. So we know when it's a green circle, we'll have straight traffic can go straight from both sides. So we're not going to turn left unless there's no cars coming toward us. And that looks like what we have right now. So far, so good. And of course, we check both corners to make sure there are no pedestrians crossing. And because the car ahead of me was far enough away, I could make that left turn safely. Now we're gonna go out, back to a spot, making a left turn from a side street. Let's talk about that pedestrian for a moment. I looked at the pedestrian to make sure that they weren't crossing in front of me, and they went diagonal behind the car. So just noticing people, noticing friends crossing ahead. We always yield the crosswalk, giving people time to get all the way to their safe point. And while I'm yielding, I notice another friend coming from the right. So there's no reason for me to scoot up. I want to let everybody pass. And then once this friend is across, if there aren't any more feet coming, I'm going to pop out to my visibility spot. And this is where I'm going to wait. Looking all the way around the parked cars to the right, looking all the way through the parked car window to the left, making sure there's no one trying to cross at that corner in the crosswalk, and then making the turn. So when we're making our left turns, we're watching for oncoming traffic, cross traffic in all directions. And we wait for the turn at our limit line. From this spot, it looked like, because there weren't cars close to me, that I would have been able to go, but I checked my blind spot and I saw the people and the dogs coming. I always appreciate when people look for me when I'm crossing, and so I always look for people. I would never want to start a left turn and meet someone in the crossing. That would be uncomfortable for me and for them. And then just for fun, we're going to challenge ourselves with one more left turn from a tough visibility spot. Of course, you can expect me to stop here at the limit line, checking for people, but now I have to get out past these trees and bushes so that I can see safely. I have to look all the way down the hill and all the way up the hill, and I can't make my turn until it's clear in both directions. Since that car was turning right, I took the opportunity to pop out before the next two cars came down the hill. And then I'll do another left turn, unprotected. My waiting spot is out at the edge of these yellow stripes. I can see that my mirror is hanging just at the edge. The gray car is going a little faster than my comfort level. And even though the light turned yellow, I could tell they were not planning to stop. So I just held my position until they cleared, and then I made my left turn. And that's a really important part about making a safe left turn. If there's oncoming traffic, you have to wait until they clear the intersection or they stop for a yellow light. I love how this difficult left turn is painted. The yellow stripes show us exactly how far out to creep so that we have visibility. From this position, I can see there aren't any cars coming. And then I get to make my turn right into my lane. So doing a little work on difficult left turns. And left turns are hard because when you make your left turn, you have to go out in front of one lane of traffic and join in with another lane. So you really have to pay close attention to what's happening left and right. And then of course, you're not just looking for cars, you're also looking for people and bicycles. Thanks for checking in today to do this extra work on how to make safe left turns, even from difficult spots. Keep practicing, and remember, never make a turn unless you're sure it's safe. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.